Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So we've recently gotten a new version of the Mob of the Dead loading screen, which was released in the 6th issue of the Call of Duty Zombies comic. First off, what I'm going to show you right now is the original loading screen, and the important thing to note about this one is that the newspaper tucked underneath on the right side of the screen reads "Wall Street in panic, stocks crash." Now as we switch over to the new screen, we can see the newspaper has changed, and I'll get to the significance of that in a bit. But first, what we can see from this new rendering of the loading screen is that the original page on the right hand side has been torn out, revealing a page that's perhaps been drawn by Richtofen. As we know, the original Mob of the Dead loading screen was drawn by Al Arlington, aka the Weasel, but it appears that Richtofen now has his hands on Al's book. So let's get into what's new. First off, we can see the blood vials from 2 of the inmates, and we have had these blood vials since the map Origins. To the right, we can see what appears to be another blood vial, except this one looks to be used. Underneath, we can see the premise version of Richtofen talking to another person. It's clearly Richtofen based on his facial features, but who is the man on the left? Now, it can't be another version of Richtofen because he's too short and looks nothing like him. So this could potentially be Stanley Ferguson, aka the Warden from Mob of the Dead, but it could also be Al Arlington because both Al and Stanley wear a similar looking hat. But it makes more sense for it to be Stanley Ferguson because we already know that Stanley and Richtofen have made a deal with the Illuminati to create a secret lab under Alcatraz according to the Zombies comic. The next image on the left is a toothbrush and what looks to be a razor blade above it. My guess is that this is some idea for a makeshift prison shiv. A far-fetched theory is that this could be an upgraded version of the knife in the next Treyarch Zombies game, similar to the golden spork. Even though that seems ridiculous to me, I bet it would have been just as confusing for me to think about the golden spork. Underneath that, we have some writing that says, "I have a secret and must follow the plan," and just going off the storyline of Zombies, we know what Richtofen's plan was, so we can assume that it was just getting the summoning key and using it to trap the souls of the alternate Richtofen, Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takio characters. Next, we have a device that looks like either a washing machine or a dryer, but it has some weird buttons all over it that make me think it's not just for clothing, so let me know what you think it is in the comments section below. To the right of this, we have the afterlife symbol and text that reads, "This symbol, I can't get it out of my head," which is the exact same thing that Al Arlington wrote on the original loading screen, so perhaps while Richtofen was at Mob of the Dead, he was also able to use the afterlife and enter it. Moving on, we can see the pods that either hold the characters from Transit, or it could be holding the 4 original characters from Zombies, Richtofen, Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai. To the right, we can see a portal opening and the premise version of Richtofen standing there just outside of it, showing that he has teleported somewhere. So now that we've covered everything on the brand new loading screen, let's get behind what the newspaper is that's underneath this book. This one reads, "Zombies, Parliament gathers for emergency meeting." Now this appears to be a newspaper for a country with the parliament system, and we have good evidence that it's England because if we look at the newspaper that appears in the remake of the map Moon, we can see the newspaper reads, "Zombie attack in the heart of London." So according to this paper, a zombie outbreak has been spread through the capital of England, and this could perhaps be the location of the first Zombies map in Black Ops 4. To further show the significance of this newspaper, we can look at how Jason Blundell reacted during an interview with Mr. Dalek JD when he was asked about the newspaper.
Can you explain at all what the London newspaper Easter egg is all about? Because it's something which we done at the time, and we didn't really think about it. And it's one of those, it's like probably the Easter egg you just don't really think about in Black Ops 3. And like you're changing a historical event. You're teleporting zombies with a plunger into London, into a parade.
I love the plunger.
Why?
Why? What a good question. But unfortunately, we're out of time.
Oh no! You can't do this to me. No.
Oh yeah, you're not getting me on that one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is that what you'd call a juicy question then?
That's a good juicy question. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
it's
glad.
A nice one. Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at how he reacted to this question, it's pretty clear that he can't say anything about the significance of the newspaper, which means that it could in fact be the location of a future Zombies map. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not done so already. Also, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you thought about everything in this new Mob of the Dead loading screen, and maybe if you don't agree with some of the things I had to say, feel free to leave your opinions as I really want to hear them, and I reply to all comments. So anyways, hopefully you have a great day, and I'm out.